Welcome to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another cover by Tommy Johansson, this time around to The Weekend, Blinding Lights. I know this song just by the fact that it plays everywhere in gyms and any place that you go to. I've actually never sat down to listen to The Weekend themselves, but I do recognize they're very popular. People really enjoy it, and it seems to be a fun, what do you call it, like boy band group or group. But whatever Tommy does, especially converting it into heavy metal, is going to be interesting with this kind of very 80s, I'm going to guess, very Judas Priest kind of style that he's going to go for. Let's see. Let's see how he changes it up. He somehow managed to make this that The Weeknd sounds like a cover of this. Because I can totally see this being like a hair metal band's song, like Poison or Cinderella would release something like this, you know? I can totally see that, and I love the 80s style that he's going for. It matches so well to the music with the synthesizer keyboard. His voice obviously be totally different from The Weeknd, but so fitting to what he's doing. Again, just showing that he's a master of covers and really adapting his style to whatever song he picks to do. It also shows the breadth of his interests, right? He's into everything. He doesn't limit himself in any kind of music, which, in all honesty, is more than I can say for myself. I do find myself to be limiting sometimes, and I can't help it. I try to step out of it sometimes, and I get myself back right into metal. Although I have my periods of electronic and techno and rap, which happens not very often, but it does happen. By the way, I keep looking at his shirt and it says "I am the law," and all I can think about is Judge Dredd, and if that's where he kind of got that shirt from. But obviously, it doesn't look like it because I don't see the character. From a musical standpoint, I noticed so far he didn't layer it with too many different things on it. He kept it pretty simple on kind of rather simple riffing on the guitar and the keyboard. I think to really not. I feel like he might have thought that if he puts too much, it's not even going to sound like the original song anymore. But I would have loved to hear just a little bit more of riffage going on. But I know a solo's coming, so that's going to be kind of my saving grace to even elevate the song a little bit further. I do notice him that I would love to see. There's only 20 seconds left, but I would love to see Tommy really step into a zone where he'd really play some heavy stuff because I think he would do really well in that, like almost like borderline thrash metal stuff, you know. But I think he just enjoys this, like the Sabaton and everything that he's done in his life for Inex and Majestica. He enjoys playing in this kind of traditional power metal genres, which he ends up kind of converting a lot of his songs into. Um, yeah, I would say the only thing about this cover, it's very catchy. The music video, as simple as it is, really captures the vibe. The synthesizer really gets the 80s going full force, even more than the original song. Like I said, he makes this seem like the original and that the cover. Totally can see the song being in the 80s. But at the same time, I don't know if I would re-listen to it many, many, many times because I don't know. I feel like I just wanted a couple more really nice chugging riffs or just something kind of deviate a little bit more from the song. But I guess it was probably very difficult to do, or it would probably break the rhythm. I'm not a musician, so I don't really know what it takes to do a cover like that. Played guitar for like 2 years, and I was very mediocre at it. But it does show, man, how talented he is. Singing, playing the keyboards, playing the guitar. I'm sure he mixes it himself. Probably looks like he shoots it himself, probably edits himself. Man, like one man machine getting this whole thing together. I guess in a downtime when Sabaton is not touring, he keeps himself busy this way. And man, what a way to keep busy. I would also like to hear him cover perhaps some classic metal songs as well, because I get what he does. He takes a very popular song that kind of a jarring comparison is perfect for YouTube content. You take a very song that typically is not heavy metal, right, and convert it into heavy metal. It's a very popular thing to do. It's really cool to hear that. But I would love to hear some classics and see how he redoes some Judas Priest. He touches things that some fans you should never touch or very hard to. I would like to see him take that risk and see how he would play some of my favorite songs. For example, I would love to hear this. One of my favorite songs to be covered is Thin Lizzy's Cold Sweat. I love that song, and I believe Kalma did a fantastic cover. Sodom did a really kick-ass cover. The original song, it's great. If you wanted Tommy to do a cover of a metal song, name down below what song you would want to hear him do. And that being said, guys, also make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there and keep it metal.